Two boys, one in a crisp uniform and another in striped pajamas, marked for death. I bring to you the boy in ripped pajamas, and we're going to be learning from these two boys. These are just general life lessons that I'd want us to all learn, okay? Well, if you haven't watched this movie for starters, I recommend you do, because this movie shook me and it left me thinking. It left me thinking about the kind of world that we live in actually. So today, I'd want to thank you all for loving and subscribing to my channel. Very, very amazing, very demure of you, and thanks for staying. This week you have showed me love. I urge you all, the subscribers that are always watching and those that are always returning to watch, I would love to appreciate you all. I don't take this shit for granted. I don't take this for granted, not even once. Okay? Well, let's dive into it straight away. We'll start with I'm going to introduce the two little boys to you. So here is two little boys, roughly of the same age, 7, 8 maximum. So there is Bruno. His father is a military man. I think he's like a commander or something. He gives the orders and he's respected. Out of a blue one day, he comes and tells his family, we are moving to Auschwitz. German is hard. So, and the wife is like, why? Bruno had friends, very adventurous young boy, in the making. He had friends, but then the place they moved to, he's not comfortable. Straight away, he goes, no, I don't even like it. He never liked it from the beginning. And they're like, I have no friends there. And the mom is like, don't worry, you'll make new friends. Only to find out they ended up being homeschooled. So they get to this new location, and mind you, Bruno doesn't even know what his dad does. He doesn't know where they are going. The only thing he knows is they're in a very beautiful big house. It's alone, it's in an isolated place, and all he knows is they stay near a camp that's called Outwith. Now, apparently, at this camp, they did not allow Bruno or his mom to ask. So this man, Bruno's dad, was so harsh that he would not let the kids out. And even his wife, he lied to his wife. She didn't know that there was what was going on in the camp, you know. So there is a lot of deceit in it. And then he was very adventurous. We see he loved big staircases. We see him running in and out. And then always he started, like, as any adventurous little kid, he started moving to the backyard. He would play there, get a tire, and then until he found a route, and he's like, damn, let me go see what's beyond where we stay. And this is how Bruno ended up meeting Shmuel, a young Hebrew boy. He and the boy were separated by a fence. So we see Shmuel seated on the other side. This little boy is very sad. For his age, let's think about it. For roughly an 8-year-old, he has seen enough. He's lost his home. He's lost his parents. He cannot find his dad. And then he says his dad was just moved and he's here. They transferred him to another chamber, or rather another cell where he was being kept. Poor little boy made friendship with Bruno. They became friends. Bruno made sure he would come back every day. They would meet and they would talk about chocolate, cakes, eats. And it's like he'd never had a chocolate. In the end, we see Bruno sharing the chocolate, running. And then he tells Bruno, like, I'm missing my dad. I can't find him. Bruno is like, we'll go on a mission. It's like, but they'll know that you're not from here. See, you're not dressed like us. It's like, don't worry, you can get me something, right? It's like, yeah, I'll get you a uniform, innocently, they're kids. I'll get you a uniform. So they agree to meet up, and Bruno comes. As we see, he comes and digs a hole under the fence. They knew that the fence was electrocuted. Dug a little hole, crawled in. He was so happy to be with his friend. We see he used to share snacks and whatever treat, bread, and he would take to his friend to eat. When you look at Shmuel, he was alone. He was forgotten. He was hungry. He was scared. And he was alone. We all know what loneliness causes. That's why when we began our channel and we're talking about mental health, we urged speaking to a friend and always having someone. But I'm glad that he actually found Bruno. It's just that the ending broke my heart so much. Bruno goes in to help. Little did he know that he would fall culprit too. Innocently, the mom finds out Bruno is missing on this day for long. She runs in panic to look for the son. They track where he passed, only to find at the edge of the fence his clothes that he was wearing chained, and they just knew his son was in. So despite religion, race, and the war that was ongoing, their friendship thrived. It thrived so good and so bad that it led to both of their deaths. So in the process of looking for his dad, Bruno and Shmuel end up being taken into the burning chamber, the chamber where they were burning all the Hebrews. And there and then they were burned, like a burnt offering. Very, very painful. I can't get over it. As we continue, we see that the boy that they so protected died in a world they created with their own hands. In a world that they helped create, the boy they kept away from pain, from watching what was going on, died in the same very way that they were killing everyone else. And that's not even funny. They cried, they screamed, but nothing could be done. Well, let's not forget their names, Bruno and Shmuel. And most importantly, before I close, I want to say this movie is not just a movie. It's a wound, it's a mirror, it's a reflection of the world we live in currently. I hope everyone finds a Bruno in their life. We all need a Bruno who will see past what we're going through and be there for us through it all. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for viewing. I urge you to leave comments. Well, the next episode is going to be our question and answer session. So you are going to ask me all the questions that you want to know in the comment section. And in my next episode, I'll do my best and I'll answer all of them. So I'll only come and answer if the questions are enough. But if it's just one or two, I'll just maybe post a short reel about it or something. Let me ask you this question that I wrote down after. You know, The Boy in Striped Pyjamas isn't just a movie, like I said. It is pain, it's a wound, and it asks us, how blind can we be when hate becomes normal? And how far can innocence go before it is swallowed whole? How far? Well, let's remember their names, Bruno and Shmuel, two boys who should have never met, but I thank God that they did, because I believe after that happened, definitely the man in charge came down, if not resigned from his job, because he just lost his son the same way he was letting them kill the others, young, old, men, women, all of them. So if this story moved you, please do not scroll past, like, comment, share. I remain Matty Sought After, your girl, and I'm here to serve you. Well, my feed check is from Seventh Culture. I hope you love it. In case you need their number, do not hesitate to reach out. Seventh Culture made my outfit